Stadium, a superb purpose-built facility here. It's the home of the Leicester Lions up against Swindon Robins, who qualified for the playoffs last year. All 15 heats coming up here then at Beaumont Park, where they have promoted this meeting very well. Swindon with a strong Australian influence, their top 5 all Australian, including Jason Doyle, Leicester's top man last year. But what about Leicester? Will the signing of Aaron Summers prove to be the difference to transform their season after a shaky start? Hi there, yes, welcome along. Speedway is back, and that's great to say after the rain that we've had early on this season. But we're here, we're live, and we're looking forward to 15 super heats of action tonight. The new Elite League season is here on Sky Sports. Kelvin Tatum alongside me again. Great to see you, Kelvin. It has to be said, it's been a terrible start for Leicester. They've already made a team change. Absolutely tearing Bellevue apart here now.
We get a little bit of a lesson here, but we're not going to panic. We can turn around now.
Well, Newland's going without goggles. He's going to have to make the start.
Kyle Newland, with no goggles, risking damage to his eyes, is holding second spot. 5-1 to Paul. The rule book suggests that goggles must be worn. So Kyle Newland, without goggles, could well be illegal. It's a great start for the Aces. They're on a 5-1. They're closing that gap even more here now. This grand final is still alive. The lead is now down to 2 points in Paul's favour. It's game on in Manchester. Last ever Speedway race around Kirkmanshire Lane, and it's a great start for the night. Really great young. Now what can Senegal do? What a ride from Senegal up the seat of the inside to come through to third. After heat 6, number 13 down, and they're going to be level going to Paul. That is some comeback on a memorable night at Kirkmanshire Lane. It doesn't get any bigger than this. The second leg of the grand final, and it's all square. Big race in Bellevue. Can they bounce back here? The tapes have gone on the first time. Worrell's in the front. This is much more likely from Stevie Worrell. Oh, what a move that was from Paul Star. And Kyle Newland is coming through as well. 5-1, 10-2. Doesn't get much better than that for the Paul Pirates. This is going horribly wrong for Bellevue. He ran in personified here by the Paul Pirates. Down to the line we go! What a ride from Glenn Good. This Bellevue side will just refuse to lie down.
We'll just keep fighting. We won that championship, so it's going to go down to the wire.
Bellevue on 5-1 as it stands right now, which will bring this grand final back to a 2-point gap. Davey Warning is trying absolutely everything for Paul. He goes one round the outside. Davey wants the ball. Time is Whitson. Big race in his goal train of beauty. The coast of North is there from Senegal now. Trying to press down the back straight. Now Senegal's going to try and cut back on the inside of it. With the home straight in front of him. Going superbly. Now Janowski coming back for more. Down the back straight. What a ride from Matsianowski. And the Speedway out in front. Look what it meant to Neil Middleditch as well.
He makes my name, by nature, isn't he? Tremendous ride against the Magic. So, closer, but not quite close enough yet.
Bellevue team talk, they know that they've still got a chance. Bellevue need a race advantage, or Paul, our champions, is here and now in number 14. Who's going to make the start? Kowalski is there. Coming in the back off the track. Leads to the Kowalski down in front. Coming to the last lap. If it stays like this, Paul the champions. It's going to Paul Pirates and make it 3. Lane tumbles on the bounce. Many congratulations to the Paul Pirates. Great memories. Paul Pirates are at it again already. It has to be said, they have put together a formidable side. 3 titles on the trot. Can they make it for Kelf?
I think they can. It's an outstanding side that Matt Ford and his management team have put together for 2016. Just looking at the footage there from over half a year ago, what a grand final it was. If Bellevue could have got off to a slightly better start at their place, it could have been very different. It's 8 points on the board already, and Paul, of course, lurking there in third place.
By Clint. So the home side looks like this. The skipper for Leicester is the Dane Nikolai Clint. And has World Cup experience with Denmark. Patrick Hogar is another Dane. He goes at number 1, second spell with the club, a former Bellevue man. Aaron Summers makes his debut tonight. He's replaced Gregor Valatek. He failed to score at the weekend. They brought Summers in to try and get some valuable points. Simon Bosniak, the pole, rides at number 4. The rest of the Leicester side, Sebastian Ulamek, back in British Speedway at the age of 40. He has Grand Prix experience as well. And the two reserves, Josh Hawty and Paul Stark, they have plenty of experience in the Elite League now, and two of the more experienced Elite League riders. But what about the new signing, Kel?
Aaron Summers is the man to watch. He's the new signing coming in to ride against his previous club from last year, the Swindon Robins. Solid rider.
Skipper for Swindon, he's back. Jason Doyle rode here for Leicester, switched back to Swindon during the winter, won the league as a Robin in 2012. He's the number 1 in skipper and world number 5. Justin Sedgman goes at number 2 with Josh Krzonik at 3 and Rowan Tungate at 4. All Australian top 5 for the Robins. Nick Morris, who rode in the World Cup for Australia last year, goes at 5. And the two reserves, Stefan Nielsen rides at 6 and Charles Wright is at number 7. Has to be Jason Doyle, the man to watch, Kel.
Yeah, easy pick, the man to watch for the Swindon Robins. Doyle, the world number 5, as you rightly say. What an impact in the sport he's had in the last couple of years.
Back in, where I was for Swindon last year, riding so well, hopefully I can keep going that way.
And for you personally, it must have been great to get a place back in the Elite League this year.
Yeah, definitely. My diary's looking pretty bare. I'm just riding Premier League in Sweden, so it keeps me really busy now.
And the team feeling more positive now there has been a change? It's not been a shock to them that it's happened so quickly?
No, I don't think so. All the boys seemed right. And, hopefully we can turn things around for the team.
And this is going to be the night you're going to get the first points?
Yeah, hopefully.
Best of luck to you. Also with me, Jason Doyle, back at Swindon as number 1 and captain. But you know this track very well, don't you?
Yeah, it's lasted 2 seasons here. It's been good. So they've changed the infield a little bit. So the track's changed just a little bit, but I heard it's still the same line. So we'll see what happens.
You're hoping?
I'm hoping. Yeah, we need to get a good start in the first one and show the boys how it's done.
Well, Swindon also, you've only had 2 meetings so far. A win at home, a loss away. You need to get those points as well, don't you?
Yeah, definitely. We went to Poole and got annihilated. So we need to come the next few meetings and show our fans that we're going to be in it for the long run, and we just need to get the ball rolling now, really, with the rain and a couple of changes, the fixtures. The season needs to start now.
And coming to a track where you know the team haven't won at home yet, does that give the guys a bit more of a boost?
Yeah, definitely. We're not going to take anything for granted. We know that Leicester can be good at home. Hopefully we're going to be better tonight.
Right, best of luck, Jason. Over to Chris Louis on the track.
Up against Doyle and Sedgman, but really on paper, Cal, you can't see much further than Jason Doyle for heat number 1.
Yeah, of course, Nikolai Clint, though, the captain of the Leicester Lions, is the track record holder, so he knows how to get round here. He could well put pressure on Doyle in this opening race. A confident coin toss decision by the Swindon Robins. They have elected to give gates 1 and 3 to a home team for the opening race, and they're going to go for a choice in heat 15. That does suggest they're confident of getting the points here this evening. Doyle, of course, we talk about him a lot, rightly so. A top world-class rider now, really has burst on the international scene in the last couple of years. Justin Sedgman also coming out to join his teammate. Is new to the Elite League as a fully fledged Elite League rider. Of course, rode previously with the Edinburgh Monarchs. Big line-up, heat number 1, Nigel.
First one of the night, Nikolai Clint goes off the inside in blue for Leicester. Gate number 2 in yellow is Justin Sedgman for the Robins. Gate 3 red, Patrick Hogarth in red for Leicester. And Jason Doyle goes off the outside in the white helmet colour. Doyle, 2 seasons here. You heard him interviewed by Sophie. He knows this track, and he's saying that the lines are still pretty much the same despite the track alterations. You've been here once already this season, Kelvin, as well. Was that your impression?
He rides very similar to what it did previously. I think the gear ratio bike setup is almost identical. I do believe that the new surface, the new racing surface down at the bottom end of the track will improve as the weather allows it to. Good starting area here. I've got to say it's very even across from the inside to the outside. They do grip it up, so there's plenty of grip there. But it's a long way from the outside for Doyle here.
First race of the 2016 season here on Sky Sports. Here we go. Our referee, Chris Durno, with his finger on the button, green light on. And the tape drives. Who's going to emerge? It's a great start for Hogarth. Well, that's right, he's watching on the inside. But Patrick Hogarth for Leicester has the lead. And the home fans are delighted with that. Jason Doyle second in white. This will be a test for the world number 5 now. Third in blue, Nikolai Clint. And Justin Simpson is at the back. Going into lap 2. Leicester on a 4-2 count.
Brilliant start for the home team, exactly what they needed. It's been a desperate season so far. No victories at all in their first 4 meetings. Hogarth out of gate 3, powers to the front. Doyle couldn't quite get there. The captain Nikolai Clint in third place, and Simpson's at the back. But Hogarth is looking strong here.
Patrick Hogarth first appeared on the UK scene for the Bellevue Aces. It's got an unconventional style. It's a bit of a leg trainer, but always good to watch. Always very sweet. And now leading the way. Can Leicester get off to a dream start? They need to get off to a good start tonight after the disappointing start to the season. Doyle's having a go late on here. Doyle's going wide, but Hogarth's done it. Leicester get a 4-2. Leicester take an early lead, and that is just what the doctor ordered for the home side. They will be boosted by that. They've had a horrible start to the season.
Yeah.
They've made that team change with Aaron Summers coming in, and they've been given a great start by that man, Patrick "Paddy" Hogarth.
Absolutely, and I sense that gates 1 and 3 were an advantage in the opening race. I suggested that it was a confident choice from the Swindon Robins to allow the home team to have gates 1 and 3, and it proved vital for the home team. Exactly, you're dead right, Nigel. Exactly what they needed. They need some confidence. They need a little bit of good feel factor just floating around this Bowman Park Stadium. Great start for the home team.
Patrick Hogarth leading the way in the heat number 1 with Jason Doyle second, Nikolai Clint third. It's a 4-2 in favour of Leicester. Doyle didn't get there. Hogarth in red hit that first turn brilliantly.
Yeah, great start from gate 3. Doyle chopping back to the inside, but it's fairly slick. It's a little bit greasy as well with late watering because of possible showers earlier predicted. But look at that start for Hogarth. Great by powers to the first corner. Nikolai Clint there just tucking in on the inside back in third place. A vital third place for him. But out in front, Patrick Hogarth, he'll be chuffed to bits with that, and so will the management team here.
Great to see some live speedway tonight. Hogarth's a happy man, and he is with Sophie with some reaction.
He certainly is. Are you a happy man? You should be after that first race.
I am definitely. I made a brilliant start, and to have Doyle behind you is not easy. He's running behind me all the way, but yeah, it was good. Good first win.
It was very important for a number 1 to go out there and do that, especially after how the season started. You needed to have that boost for the team.
Yeah, we struggled really hard, at the beginning of the season. So we need to get going now, and to get a win tonight would be, yeah, very, very important for the club.
And personally, for you, great to be back in the Elite League as well this time out.
I'm doing myself up to now, so let's keep it going.
Thank you.
And it was a very important opening race, Nigel, because I've got to say, Heat 2 is very attractive for the home team. I've got to say, Paul Stark and Josh Hawty have been in fine form. I've got to say, the rest of the team haven't. But the 6 and 7 for the Leicester Lions have been strong.
Yes.
And this is exactly the scenario they would have been looking at. A heat advantage in Heat 1, and then backed up by 2 strong reserves, they could get off to a really good start here this evening.
Yep, Stefan Nielsen and Charles Wright are the Swindon duo here. But with Josh Hawty and Paul Stark, Hawty is a reliable point scorer in the Premier League, which is the middle tier of British Speedway. He doubles up here with Leicester, but he's a regular point scorer with Scunthorpe in the Premier League. And Paul Stark as well won the league with Poole Pirates last year, and a boost for Leicester to have a rider like Stark and Hawty in that reserve position, which maybe makes up for where they lack a little bit more of the riding order.
Yeah, but we've seen in recent seasons how important reserves are to the outcome of meetings. They can take up to 7 rides, and when you get one really firing on all cylinders, they can make a huge impact on the outcome of a meeting. So Josh Hawty and Paul Stark have been impressive so far.
There's the lineup. Stefan Nielsen goes off the inside in white for Swindon. Josh Hawty goes off gate 2 in red for Leicester, former Birmingham man. Charles Wright, gate 3 in yellow, brother of the former Swindon man Charles Wright, James Wright even. And Paul Stark
Brother's name James as well, that was confusing.
And Paul Stark, whose dad Tony, by the way, was a very accomplished grass track rider.
Yeah.
He goes off the outside in blue Paul Stark for the Leicester Lions. But as you say, tough from the outside.
It is.
It is such a long way to that first turn.
This track, generally the DNA of it is long straights and tighter corners, and so therefore coming from the outside, it is a long run there. You really do need to make a really good start, or a little bit of help if the guy on gate 3 just misses it fractionally. So Stark has been in good form, he's shown speed. So has Orty. I've got to say, when I was up here a couple of weeks ago, Josh Orty was really quick indeed.
Orty's the man in front. Here we go, heat number 2, and it's the start of the down. The referee is allowed to continue. That's not even Stark, he's coming around the outside. Matty Yellow Black, Charles Wright is having a go. That's a super swoop from Paul Stark around the outside. Josh Orty is second. Thought that maybe there was a little bit of a jump on the start there. And Chris Kerr was having a go. And bottom of the table, Leicester has set on a 5-1 in heat 2.
Yeah, once again moving on that encouraging start from heat number 1. There's no doubt that Josh Orty got away with a roller there. He'll be chuffed a bit because he was definitely trying to score a little stronger. Stark is out in front, really enjoying himself and showing great speed. A brilliant opening couple of heats here we're witnessing for the Leicester Lions when it's been really has been doom and gloom, looking like a big 5-1.
Paul Stark in the blue, Alfred Miller, who was on the verge of quitting the sport in 2012, 2013 after a troubled time. But he went back into the National League, won that league twice, and here he is, an elite league winner last year, and leading Leicester in Heat 2 in the blue Havoc car, with Josh Orty in red, and at third Charles Wright, and Leicester Lions have got off to a dream start with a 9-3 lead, Kelvin.
Yeah, very impressive. Right, watch again. Orty just creeping, he's ready to go, gets away with a little bit of a roller. You won't worry about that. Stark out in front was hugely impressive. Great speed from him.
Is Paul Stark about to become the new Jamie Vardy of Leicester Speedway? Let's get some reaction to heat number 2. Great stuff from Leicester. Here's Chris Lilly.
We heard some noise from the home fans. They haven't had a lot to cheer about, but Paul, 5 points. He started with 2 heat advantages. That's great, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's just what we need. We've struggled a bit late, but yeah, you know, the track's a little bit different to what we're normally used to, but we managed to do the business then.
You say the track's different. What is it? A little bit wetter, slicker? Or?
Gates and mega grippy, you know, it's something we're not used to, but I think our boys will prefer that today.
Great start, well done. Talking of Gates, Josh, you look like you jumped that one. Did you feel like you got away with it?
For me, my reaction were 100%. If I'd have done a double movement, then maybe they could have pulled it back, but I thought I made a decent start.
Well, I had a feeling you were going to say that. And I mean, your start to the season, particularly here at Leicester, has been fantastic. You're leading the point scoring so far.
Yeah, no, really pleasing. I just hope all 7 of us put in a performance that, you know, these fans deserve, because, you know, they've been coming here every week, and obviously we've lost the past 2 home matches, so we just want to put in a big performance, and if all of us put in 100%, you can't give any more. They can't ask any more of us. We've done the best possible.
And Patrick, beating Jason Doyle in Heat 1 really sets the time.
Very classy. Another guy that's been doing, you know, he's had a really good start of the season as well, and he led by example there. Really classy ride.
Great stuff, well done.
Happy birthday to me mum. Love you.
Yeah, happy birthday, Josh's mum. Heat number 3 coming up here, and the man in white is Josh Grzonek. The man in red for Leicester is Aaron Summers. And by the way, just a quick mention, I'm aware tonight that the England Rugby Union legend, Leicester Tigers legend, Neil Back, who won the Rugby World Cup with England in 2003, he is in the stadium tonight supporting the Leicester Lions. Neil Back, who, well, in that 2003 final in Australia, Johnny Wilkinson with a boot, winning the World Cup for England. He's here watching the Speedway tonight, which is great to see.
Well, he'll be enjoying the start the home team have put on the board so far. A great
They'll
start.
win here every week if they ride like this.
Indeed, it'll be terrific for them, and of course our home supporters will get very excited. A 9-3 after 2 heats is excellent. I've got to say that Aaron Summers will be feeling the pressure a little bit. There'll be a few butterflies in his tummy. He's coming out of gate 3 in his first ride.
Seville Lamont goes off the inside in blue, hasn't had the best of starts to his return to British Speedway. Nick Morris goes off gate 2 in yellow for Swindon. Aaron Summers, a former Swindon man, gate 3 in red for Leicester, rides the Glasgow Tigers in the Premier League. And off the outside in white, it's Josh Grzonek for the Swindon Robins. It's the Leicester Lions who lead by 9 points to 3. 2 heats gone.
Well, plenty of Australians kicking about this evening, 7 in all, and we're going to see plenty of action between them on track, and there's 3 here to have a good look at. Grosjenek on the outside is a classy performer. He knows what it's all about at this level, has been involved in some big meetings in recent seasons, you know, right at the cutting edge of the Elite League in the playoffs. I'm sure he's going to have a big part to play in the Robins season. But Aaron Summers, gate 3, red helmet colour. What can he do? A big move by this team to bring him in. They've dropped Manasek, they've dropped Summers in. Can he start with a win?
I suggest a big run needed from Nick Morris on gate 2 here. Can Grosjenek get there for Swindon on 4? Now, heat number 3 here to the line. Again here. It's the man in the blue helmet colour. Summers is in red, but charging through is Nick Morris. He's holding second right now. The lead though here is with Sebastian Ulemek. He's certainly got his gating gloves on tonight. Second place, yellow, black, Nick Morris. And really where is Aaron Summers? The place for the Lajek. He didn't score in the weekend. Has to be said, Josh Grosjenek trailing a long way back as well. It looks like another heat advantage for the Leicester Lions here.
Great stuff with Ulemek. He's renowned for his starting Nigel. He has his career for motivation. Magic starts is looking good. It's been out of form so far, but certainly looking strong out in front. Morris is trying everything he knows in second place. It was a bit of a car up in that first corner, and the loser was Grosjenek. Grosjenek's out the back. There's a lap to go. Morris on the back wheel of Ulemek. And Ulemek, hang on, he looks pretty good in front.
Yeah, Ulemek looking very stylish here. First arrived in the UK in 2000 with a brief spell with Wolverhampton. Tipped as a potential world champion. Hasn't quite fulfilled that, but it's a good ride from Seb Ulemek in the blue helmet colour. Second in yellow, black, Nick Morris, and third in red, Aaron Summers, who's scored a point already in his first ride on debut for Leicester tonight. It's all going the home side's way.
What a start.
Who would have thought it? Absolutely. And Seb Ulemek, well, what a lovely start that was, and he showed a lot of determination in that first turn, Kel.
He has an awful lot of experience, Nigel. He's 40 years old now. He's been around a long time. He's ridden at the highest level, and he's renowned for good starts. Wasn't enjoying himself over the first couple of weeks of the season, but what a night he's proving to be in the first 3 races for the home team. They really must be cock-a-hoop. They need to just keep it going.
Seb Ulemek the winner with Nick Morris second and Aaron Summers third. Josh Grosjenek at the back. It's a 4-2, and after 3 heats of the opening night of live Speedway on Sky Sports this season, bottom club Leicester leads Swindon by 13 points to 5.
And this is why they're getting off the start. They might be grippy, they might well be not what they're accustomed to, but they're falling in love with them very quickly, because Ulemek off the inside makes an exceptional start. Grosjenek gets blown away in the first corner. He gets very near to the air fence there and loses all his momentum. You can see it there. He just loses it completely. It's a little bit greasy. Morris trying hard up the inside of Ulemek early on, and it's tight going into turn 3 on the opening lap. But Sebastian Ulemek shows a lot of composure, a lot of experience, and picks up a very useful win.
Yeah, great stuff. It's all going Leicester's way so far. A real test for Swindon from here. Let's get some reaction with Sophie.
Thanks very much, Seb. Great race from you there, showing all of your experience.
Yeah, to be fair, I've not been in England 3 years. I just back this season, and to be fair, in the beginning I'm struggling for the setup, engine setup, everything working. We're working hard with my team and my tuner, Ashley. Follower is making a good job, and anyway, we're looking for better.
Well, you're certainly doing better tonight. Leicester made a great start to the evening. Paul was actually saying earlier that the track's a bit different tonight. It's taken everyone by surprise. It's a bit grippier, but it's obviously working for you all.
No, track is not different. I think it's every match home we'll have some more nights at this track and make Green Tail make a good job about the track, and we're working together today. Looking good, of course, so far. We want to win this.
Right, you do the job you need to do. Thanks very much.
Yeah, great start, and I think that the weather over the last few days has really helped Glyn Taylor, the track curator here, because without question, the long, wet, damp winter we've had has been a pain for the home being able to prepare tracks, and particularly where they've actually altered the track in turns 3 and 4, it must help. A few last-minute adjustments here for the Swindon Robins rider coming out. There's no doubt that they're going to need Rowan Tungate to come good here. A big start from the Leicester Lions, I think. Certainly has taken me by surprise. It's great for the home team. They desperately need it.
Well, certainly the many people that I spoke to in the build-up to our first meeting on Sky Sports were saying can't see any further than a Swindon victory. There's still a long way to go. Of course there is. Rowan Tungate, by the way, a late addition to the side after Dakota North unfortunately couldn't come over to Europe this year, but Rowan Tungate coming into the side. Now, Charles Wright off the inside in yellow and black for Swindon. Paul Stark already with a race win under his belt. He goes off gate 2 in blue. Rowan Tungate, gate 3 in white for Swindon. And the man off the outside is Szymon Wozniak in the red helmet colour for Leicester. Can they keep the charge going? Or can the Robins hit top gear and start pegging this back?
Well, Rowan Tungate's a rider that Chris Louis knows very well. Of course, he rode for the Ipswich Witches for a period of time. He's now moved across to the Swindon Robins, and he doubles up with the Somerset Rebels as well. A busy rider. And on his night, he can be very quick indeed. And I just wonder whether the choice of gates here has been actually detrimental to the Swindon Robins by allowing the home team to have gates 1 and 3 in the opening race. The Robins have got gates 1 and 3 here. We're right on the inside, and Tungate coming out of gate 3. Keep an eye out for Paul Stark here. Stark is a rider in top form.
Yeah, losing confidence here to go with team number 4 then. 10 tries. Who's going to get that first turn? Tungate's too wide, but it finds now. He's gone wide. That allows the opportunity though for them to walk down the back straight. Charging through. Szymon Wozniak is there. Stark is third, but he didn't have a lot of room. His own man has clamped him down there. Then it's alone Charles Wright to really have a go at Paul Stark. Rowan Tungate with the lead, but the Robins can't land the blow here because it's a 3-all as it stands.
Well, how tight was that down the back straight? 4 abreast. It really wasn't very much room at all. There's no question that one or two riders were fairly uncomfortable. Wozniak's having a real good go here for the home team. Tungate's under pressure. Wozniak! Oh! Slam shut down the back straight. Good speedway here, there's no question of that. Tungate's out in front, but how much pressure is he under? Wozniak coming on strong in second.
Wozniak going wide, he's almost going to touch the fence here. He's just held on to the fight, but he's lost ground. Rowan Tungate, he is going to get the first one out for the Swindon Robins, but it's not a race advantage because his teammate and partner Charles Wright is at the back. But it's a race win nonetheless. And with Simon Wozniak, he spotted the door, might just have been slightly open down the back straight. But when he went for it, the door slammed shut right in his face from that fella, Rowan Tungate. 3 big points. It stops the rot for Swindon.
It does indeed. It was a super start from Tungate, and he rode determinedly out in front. Needed to.
Yep, good ride from Tungate. Wozniak had a real go as well. Good to see riders trying everything like Wozniak did there. Paul Stark was third and Charles Wright at the back. It's a 3-all, and after 4 heats here, Leicester leads Swindon by 16 points to 8.
Gate 3 works a treat for Tungate. Just gets a little bit of extra drive, and he just gets there in front of Stark, and he slams the door shut. The entertainer here. Look at this. 4 abreast there momentarily. Not too much room as they roared down the back straight on the opening lap. Tungate a little bit uncomfortable at times. And Wozniak, who rode here last year, a young Polish rider with a big future, really charging hard in second place. Runs out of room there behind the Australian, who slams the door shut. He had to have eyes in the back of his head here once again. Wozniak looking for extra room, looking for a way through, but just can't quite get there, and goes through the big glass around the outside, and it doesn't quite work for him. A vital heat win for the Robins, who have had a tough start to tonight's meeting.
Leicester, yeah, very much so. Leicester have been beaten heavily by Lakeside and Bellevue here so far this season, but right now they hold the advantage by 8 points. So far, so good for the Lions. Our Lions Elite League Speedway continues in a few moments' time.